Hi. I just like to apologize. First off, there's a bunch of noise in my environment that are. Ooh, I just saw a bird that's out of my control, and so I have some background music playing a little bit loud. I hope that's not too much of a distraction, but hopefully it actually adds to the experience, because it can kind of, I think, help camouflage or mask some of the noises. That being said, we are reading from the Rumi Oracle Guidebook, and today we are reading number 36, which is actually one of my favorite numbers. I don't know why, but even as a child, I've always liked the number 36. Kind of crazy, right? Which reduces to the number 9. So whatever that might mean for any of you. And it's called Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious one about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Rumi. Do you guys like my little sign I had made? I actually, I'm trained in Reiki, and so I also have a Reiki business, and so primarily I got the sign for that, but I thought it works for this as well, right? Okay. Let's begin. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logical restraint from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. I love finding feathers. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic? Of course, you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are being invited by the wild red mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you are a healer, devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these, or some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy and form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel for your life journey. If you accept the invitation of the wild red mother, of course. This is an invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart. Even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. We can do that, right? We can do that. Will you join her, the wild red mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what is meant to be, the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyze, to stay in the throes of process and ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now. If you wish, you are ready. It is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much practice of studied rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger. And to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine and have had quite enough now. I decline your offer to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread, hot and fresh, and wine that is mouth-filling and uncataus. I have never in my life seen that word. UNCTUOUS. Unsuitious, maybe? My apologies. I have no idea even how to begin to pronounce that word. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast, and there is plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be a driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most artist path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, but eventually there will come a time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones, so the soul can truly be free to grow. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal, towards a larger, more luscious experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more of that boundless love, even when it knocks you on the head whilst grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment of what is good and what is bad, on what is apparently spiritual and what is not, and when you just realize everything in your life is leading to love. Whether through caress or a slap, the divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love and to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back, because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, You let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans and devour your doubts and uncertainties. Oh, and certainties. Devour your doubts and your certainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions. Just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin with you. You'll tilt back your head and laugh so wildly with her, spinning together along with the earth upon her axis. With a daring and bold love for life that will not be quashed, that wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear, time and time again. So, I invite you to paint the whole world red with me, with passionate nature. Let us laugh and change the world. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It now has bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage in the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. Now is the time to let go of belief systems and needing to know anything. It is time to trust. Trust in the beating of your own heart and in the people, places, and experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense or appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her, especially when you are ready at a soul level. Your mind may think she is a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all you hold near and dear, and be utterly in terror at the prospect. But your soul will be gurgling with such anticipation of freedom, it will fill your heart with sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes into you in the dark as she fumbles and drags you half asleep to go out dancing with her under the full moon, wearing nothing but your animal skins and a smile. That actually sounds really nice. She'll soothe any bumps and bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations. For she is just as tender a nurse as she is a wild, raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous. Be it ridiculous in your own mind for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish indulgence or questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. Okay, that's a good clarification. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making that more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment, or fear of the mind, yours or that of others, could summon. This is your sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands, we can't see the card. I'm going to actually bring it closer. I feel like I want to bring it closer while I read you the honoring ritual. Place your hands open before you and say aloud, I call on the passionate, wild, red mother who loves me without condition, and the brother of my soul, Rumi. I ask for your guardianship on the path of the divine passion now. May I lead with my heart, dance in life without fear, and surrender in truth, singing with my soul, becoming a leader of the new way of love upon the sacred earth. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. It is only safe and true. It is the only safe and true way for me to thrive. I am blessed now, and in the wild mother's unconditionally loving protection and grace. So be it. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. I really liked that one. I hope you did too. Love and blessings.